first one here. Introducing Journey, all new progression system, 100 levels to unlock, granting various new vanities and rewards. Now, Gwent, of course, is from The Witcher. We're going to do the journey. The like just starting this game. I just finished the tutorial, so we're at level 1 in the journey here. Just trying to figure out where to put these overlay things. Let's try there. All right. So level 1, premium. Okay, we're not paying for premium, so I guess we click it and see. Does that work? Oh, is this part of the story? Yes, I think this is the story. Should I read it? Well, if you don't want to hear me read it, just like fast forward through the YouTube video. That's how YouTube works. But if you do want to hear it and see it, I'll read it. All right, Dandelion was fighting. The alcohol he had drunk was still pulsating in his veins, dulling his senses, throbbing pain reverberating deep inside his skull. His heavy breathing marked the rhythm of his torment. The bard cursed under his breath. His nausea only agreed to relent once the vodka had been forcefully purged. Oh, that means vomited. Vomited violently. Despite his best efforts, the sheets became victims of this cleansing. So he cursed once more whilst panting heavily until finally, making a hesitant step from his bed, then another, despite his feet dancing strangely on the floor with questionable stability, the thirst grabbed him by the throat. He scrambled for a jug of water whilst attempting to recall his previous evening. The spring festival, an age-long tradition stolen from the elves, attracted many to the small city of GERALT. It was a pompous celebration with copious amounts of booze and food, yet it lacked refined entertainment until the local mayor decided to pay a young poet for his renowned talents. Not enough, though, Dandelion, licking the last droplets of water from the jug's edges. Definitely not enough. Part 2. Ooh, the mayor's daughter flinched in disgust. Oh, okay. At the sight of the monstrous mess. Still, that was not the way I was envisaging this story going, but makes perfect sense. It's kind of like life, right? Not the way you planned to go, but pure disgust. Anyway, she entered further into the chamber in which her father housed their guest. She stopped after reaching the bed and cast a meaningful look at Dandelion. He was accustomed to others looking down their nose at him after witnessing such a trifle. This, however, did not deter him from unleashing a rather charming smile. In fact, it would be hard to find a smile more disarming than Dandelion's. But the mayor's daughter sighed with resignation. She must be used to that. Furthermore, she surprised him with her frigidity as she cut straight to the matter of his performance at the Spring Festival. She proclaimed that there must be no shortage of poetry and singing, and that his young and, in her humble opinion, questionable talents would be no excuse for failing to provide Dandelion, or for failing to provide. Dandelion glanced at her rather disappointingly, or hold on. Dandelion glanced at her rather disappointing bosom, about which he had already started composing a spiteful ballad. He grinned once more. Hold on, is there? Oh, there's another side. Oh, that's the other side. That's GERALT. Let's keep on doing Dandelion. Okay, part 3. After returning to the market square, Dandelion made his way directly to the stage, prepared for the spectacle in order to make up for his tardiness. He began stringing his lute, commencing his concert unconventionally. He slid past a stocky tradeswoman who, despite his brilliance, didn't even bother to give him a second look. One could not say about the restless crowd forming by the stage. Excited whispering began as people stepped aside. Even a white-haired fellow, which the learned bard quickly identified as a witcher, respectfully made room for him. The inhabitants of Gullet seemed capable of recognizing a virtuoso even before hearing him. Splendid. Dandelion took a deep bow, sweeping the cobblestones with his heron feather on his hat. Then he fulfilled the silent wish of the crowd. He swiped his fingers nimbly across the strings of the lute. Both his steps and his melody were mesmerizing all in attendance, yet it was clearly his majestic voice that finally won the hearts of his audience. By its conclusion, he saw that he managed to achieve the seemingly impossible. There stood an unfeeling witcher with a tear in his eye, clearly moved by his poetry. See what GERALT has to say. GERALT was fighting. The potions he had drunk were still lingering in his veins, sharpening his senses. Last night the damp air clung to his lungs. His heavy breathing marked the rhythm of his strikes. The witcher cursed vehemently as he struggled to strike the creature's scale-covered flesh. He had finally hit the mark. The wounded creature retreated, diving swiftly underwater, somehow vanishing despite its large size. So he cursed once more whilst panting heavily, until finally taking a hesitant step forward. Then another, despite the thick sludge clinging aggressively to his legs. Something slitherly crawled into his boots, sending chills deep into his bones. He barely managed to turn around as black water gushed out behind his back. The giant viper, surely as old as the surrounding swamp, had been hunting around Gullet for years. Oh, yes, for years it had been killing, growing in size, and hardening its now rigid scales until the local mayor decided to pay a witcher to end its rampage. Not enough, Gerald thought, evading a stream of toxic venom. Definitely not enough. The mayor flinched in disgust at the sight of the monstrous trophy. Still, he peeked curiously into the gaping jaw and tried to count the viper's teeth. He gave up 30-something, casting a meaningful glance at Gerald. The witcher shrugged. Officials such as the mayor often search for excuses to skimp on payment. It was, however, hard to argue results after having had a viper's head slung directly onto your desk. Thus the mayor of Gullet paid without any hesitation. In fact, he even showed some unusual hospitality towards the witcher, painting a tempting picture of the local spring festival. The streets would flow with boundless alcohol and succulent meats within arm's reach. Furthermore, the performance of the talented young poet was planned, so the mayor insisted, relax, enjoy our culture at its finest. Gerald took a long look at the bloodied head, which he'd already begun filling the office with such a repugnant stench. He shrugged once more. After reaching the market square, Gerald did not immediately search for the stage. First, in order to ensure his merriment, he secured himself the necessities, a bottle of vodka and a ring of sausage. That definitely sounds necessary. That sounds fantastic now. Everyone's stuck in quarantine thinking about this festival with vodka and sausage. Yeah. Anyway, we can dream, right? The stocky tradeswoman who was selling the goods did not bother to give him a second look. Clearly an exception. Whispers from the growing crowd started as people stepped promptly out of his way, some glancing, failing to hide their fear, others gawked openly at the white-haired witcher. Gerald ignored all of them, calmly sipping vodka and eating greasy sausage. How good is that sausage? The sounds of the lute began diverting the crowd's attention. Music flowed from the direction of the nearby town hall, and whoever was playing it was clearly hungover, as both his steps and his melody were clearly not very rhythmical. However, once he began singing, his voice proved to be quite pleasant. The song itself, entitled "The Ballad of Two Tiny Tits," while crude, was quite amusing nonetheless. When the performance concluded, Gerald judged the gastronomical feast as superior to the artistic one. The sting of the last gulp of vodka brought tears to his eyes. Ah, that's clever. I like having those two stories side by side like that. Great. So I guess what? Well, that's the story. How do we start the fight? I wanna do the journey. I'm confused. I don't want to unlock. Do I have to unlock premium to play? I'm super confused here. This is obviously the rewards, but how do I actually fight? Okay. Oh, hold on. Down the bottom, view user agreement. No, that wouldn't. Surely you don't have to view the user agreement. I guess we just hit play. And classic, I guess. Oh wait, well, whether this is part of the journey or whether this is just a match. I think this is just a match that we're doing now. I guess I'll figure out the journey later, and we'll do that later. But cool, we got the first part of the story. I have watched The Witcher. I never actually played the game The Witcher, but I'm very familiar with The Witcher. I've heard of Gwent before. I have not played it before, so I'm quite excited here. Here we go. Cardsmith, your opponent goes first. Let's see what happens here. Round one. You can swap cards in if you want. Oh, hold on. Oh, good. I've got two of them. That's perfect. So no, I don't want to swap any cards in. I'll take this deck. Let's go with that. Sometimes it's worth swapping some cards in, I guess, and depending, maybe if I knew my deck better, I would know what to do maybe a little bit better. But there we go. So in this game, the cards have, if you're not familiar with it, cards have a power, and you add up the power on the right hand side, and whoever gets the most power wins. Basically, that's basically, I mean, to sum it up, that's pretty much how it works. I'm gonna go ahead and open big with my 7. Oops, I put it on the wrong row. Not that it really matters that much. I will go ahead and end the turn there. But so my power is 7, his power is 2. His power is gonna like increase, just because that's how it works. To damage a random enemy unit by 2. So you have abilities, and that's how you do damage, through abilities, and most of the abilities happen when you play it. But them's the rules. Them's the rules. So 5 to 6 here. Let's see what else have I got. I do like that one. I might save it. So we actually have to win. What we actually have to do is we have to win the best of. We're going to play that. There we go. We have to win the best of 3. So we play 3 matches. You have your full deck there of, I guess it's 25 cards, maybe, or thereabouts. So if I got 10 in my deck, 1, 2, 3, was my turn? Yeah, let's go ahead and hold on. So I'm going to copy this unit from your deck and put it in this row. It didn't work. It didn't work. More info. End turn. Oh well. Didn't work. The ability didn't work. I don't know what happened. Not sure why. Maybe was that a death ability? Deployed. I don't know. Why did it not work? Anyway, I could be in trouble here because that didn't work as planned. That card's going to die potentially. What am I going to do next? Boost an allied unit by 3 damage. All units on a row. I'm going to save that up. That one could be good soon. Consume an allied unit. No, well, actually, I might actually play that one now because I may as well consume this one of 1. Oh no, consume adds to the power, so it actually does nothing. It just makes the power of that card better. Anyway, that's that turn. It's 11 to 8, so it's still a relatively close match. Um, Here you can pass and call it a game whenever you want, as long as both of you agree that one of you has won. There we go. There's a damage a unit by 5. Well, it stayed alive. It doesn't actually matter if it stays alive or dies, but it's still anyone's game. Absolutely still anyone's game. I'm saving that one up. What am I going to do next? Spawn a base copy of this unit and put it in the row. Let's see what happens now. There we go. We put it back, and nope, it didn't have it. Its ability still didn't do anything, so I don't really know what's going on. Anyway, I think I'm probably going to lose this first match, but then I have to win the next 2 matches. We'll see what they play. So he's played that deck, that same card that I've played. I'm pretty sure I'm playing a real person here. Whoa, what happened? How did they get extras? Deploy, summon a base copy, put it in this row. I don't know why it got extra. Oh wait, let's go ahead and play my ones of them. There we go. Played them 2 in turn. Now I'm just waiting for him to get lots of cards in the same row and then do my 2 damage to every card in the row and then take the victory. That's my plan. See what he's doing. He's definitely got the lead there. So far, most of the time, I end up just playing 2 decks. Boost an allied unit by 3. Well, I think we're using basically the same decks, which is very interesting. So he's going to do extra health on those 2 cards. I'm pretty sure that's probably going. I'm gonna actually call it and say that he's won this match. Now let's call that a pass, and give him the win there. That's my plan. So he won the first round. 2 more to go. I've got to win both 2 of the next rounds. Else that's it. So I cannot give up here. Cannot give up at all. Alright, let's see. What are we doing? We get 3 cards at the start of the next round to start. And we can swap some out if we want. Let's see. Damage all units in the row. I like that card. I like that card. Consume a bronze graveyard card. You know what? I think we're just going to go. I think we're good with that. We'll just go with that deck. I'm good with it. No need to redraw anything. So my opponent goes first this time. I guess it's because he won, so he gets to go first. We both have 12 cards left, plus our decks. I think I have an extra card in my deck. Interesting. If it dies, you summon a harpy, and so we don't want to kill that. I actually think I have the same card, which I think I'm going to play. Let's see. I think, yeah, we do. We definitely have the same decks here. All right, here we go. Where is it? Let's play the same card. Is it? No, it's still his turn. Still waiting for him to end his turn. There we go. So we're actually going to play that exact same card. There we go. I played it in the front row, not the back row. Yeah. Oh, I got to press the end turn too. There we go. Still, I wonder. It's funny because I was, I did okay. I did pretty good in the tutorial actually. And then now I'm playing. I feel like I'm not doing that great. Trigger bronze allied units. Death Wish ability. Oh, okay. Wow, that's a nice card. Very well played, sir. Very well played. I have immunity and thrive. I have to win here, so I'm actually going to play this card there, 7. And I know we've got the same deck, so he's got a card that will do 2 damage to every card in the same row. So I got to be careful not to put everything in the same row. There we go. End turn. Let's see how that goes. We both have the same ability too of giving cards extra health, so we'll see how that turns out. Let's see. 12 to 10. I am definitely losing. Boost an allied's unit by 1, or dominance boosted by 3. There we go. That harpy. Very good. What's its ability? It's doomed. I don't know what doomed actually means. My turn. What am I going to do here? I think I'm going to go ahead and play immunity. Let's go ahead and drag that out. Or not immunity. It is the alpha werewolf beast that has immunity. There we go. He's still winning. He's just up there, 16 to 15. But again, I have more cards, so we'll see how this turns out. Yeah, I do have one more card because I didn't play, so I do have the advantage in this match. And he's going all out with some pretty decent cards. Deploy, consume an allied unit. Okay, interesting. Interesting. That's given him a pretty sizable advantage there. He's putting them all in that back row, which I can accept that. So what have we got? Boost an allied units by 3. Oh no, connection lost. Oh no. Come on. Don't. Well, that's gonna be super unfortunate way and very unsatisfying way to end this video. Oh good, we're back. Damage units in one row. Consume a unit in your graveyard. Let's see how that one plays. What? Connection lost again. What? Come on. Loading. Did the opponent leave? What happened? There we go. Let's go ahead and put that one in the back row there. Card's ability will not work in the, cancel that. Okay, it has to be played in the front row. And there we go. Consume that card there. Whoops. Agree to that. And look at that. Nice. Very, very nice. That puts me in the lead. That was great. End that turn. Excellent. Excellent. Let's see what he continues to do now. What he's going to do next. Spawn a base copy of the unit and summon it. See where he puts it. Excellent in the back row. So I can play my card soon and destroy everything in that back row. What else have we got? Boost an allied unit. Do damage. So I might do one more turn. Consume a unit from your opponent's graveyard. Or consume a unit from your graveyard. You know what? I might actually play that. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Consume a unit. Oh, he doesn't have anything great. Let's go ahead and do that, dude. Okay, there we go. Consumed. He didn't have anything great in his graveyard. I guess I thought he'd played some bigger cards and had them in his graveyard from last round, but I guess not. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, I've definitely got the lead. Let's see if he passes or keeps on going. Interesting. Super interesting. I don't know why everything got a boost there. Summon it to the deploy. Yeah, I thrive. Yeah, I don't know why everything just got a big boost. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, let's go ahead and play that card. Whoa, no! I killed myself! Oh, that was a mistake! Oh, that was... Oh, it's all over. Oh, what? My opponent must be watching this going, what an idiot! Oh... Well, I'm definitely no expert at this game compared to Animation Throwdown, but I'm going to have some practice. Got some practice to go. I very clearly lost this match. I may as well pass it up on it now. I can't recover from killing myself. That's impossible. I cannot recover from that. Passed. Yep. I'm done. I've lost. Let's accept defeat. There we go. Contact completed. Yeah. Well, that's Gwent. I'm not very good at it yet, but with a bunch more practice, I can get better, just like I did at Animation Throwdown. I do like card games, and I just got bored with Animation Throwdown. The gameplay was too similar, and like all the new gameplay methods were all the same. So this is something new, and I mean, if I can do the journey, if I can figure out the journey. Oh, okay, there we go. Journey 0 of 24. Maybe this is part of the journey. I'm not really sure. Maybe we got to win matches to like progress through the journey. But yeah, with 100 levels to do, what have we got? Claim rewards from contract. Let's go ahead and claim that. Thanks for watching. That's Gwent. Oh, I got a key. I have no idea what it is. That's my first play at Gwent. I did terribly, and this just goes to show that not all YouTubers are great at games when they first start them. I totally sucked at that, but I will get better, and I'll be more. Well, I'm planning to do more videos of Gwent, but let me know if you liked it or not. All right, catch you in the next video soon. Bye bye.